Mm, mm, I don't talk just to fill the air. I don't move just to prove I care. I don't scare when the sky turns black. I don't leave when it pushes back. I've seen strong men lose their ground, heard brave words fall apart out loud. I don't shake when the walls give in. I get quiet and I dig in. When it gets heavy, when it gets loud, when everybody's running out, I don't run, I don't bend. When I stay, I don't fall. When I hold it all. When it's dark, when it breaks, you can lean, I won't shake. When I stand, you're safe. I've held hands in the worst of nights, kept my word when it cost my pride. I don't fold when the truth cuts deep. I don't promise what I can't keep. I've been low, I've been tested hard, lost a few, left a few scars, but I don't drown in what I face. I let it hit, then I brace. When it gets lonely, when it gets thin, when the fight's outside and within, I don't run, I don't bend. When I stay, I don't fall. When I hold it all. When it's dark, when it breaks, you can lean, I won't shake. When I stand, you're safe. Oh, oh, you don't need a louder man. You need one who understands. So it don't scare me. It makes me who I am. When I stand, I don't fall. When I hold it all. When it's dark, when it breaks, you can lean, I won't shake. When I stand, you're safe. You're safe. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back on the same day. On the same day, I did a 3.5 hour video live on social media to get a hold of Dallas Brody. Dallas Brody is the most innocent politician that I've ever come across in Canada for the first time in 60 years. And I managed to get somebody to post her contact number. And on live, after 3.5 hours, I called that number and I left a message for Dallas Brody to call me. That today was 3.5 hours long. 3.5 hours, and in that 3.5 hours, that's why this video is on broadcast. Hello, Derek. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Derek, you can phone in, and I'll put you up there. There's 16 people watching now because my show is so popular.
On social media, we are broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube because our country is so in trouble. Okay? We have reached the point in Canada that our country is so fucked. In Canada, here I am, major broadcasting now to all Canadians to wake the fuck up. That Canada is in such trouble. I want you to stop listening to the bullshit of the so called politicians' bullshit. That it's time you listen to a real Canadian trucker to help you get out of this mess of Canada. Now, over the years, 11 years, we've had so many people come into the arena to speak their bullshit. The bullshit ends today. When I go into a grocery store yesterday and I see it's $40 for a fucking tin of coffee, you got to ask yourself, you got to ask yourself, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening in Canada? I'll tell you what's happening. We're getting fucked over. That's what's happening. Not enough Canadians are listening. And I put up a post today on Facebook. Canadians, it's time to wake the fuck up. So that's what this broadcast is about. Canadians, it's time to wake the fuck up. Really. It's time Canadians wake the fuck up. It took me 3.5 hours in a broadcast to just get Dallas Brody's constituency number or office number or whatever the fuck. I mean, that number that I got was different than the number I was calling. So I called it on live, on the video, to wake the fuck up. I mean, then I phoned it and I left a message. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning. Tomorrow. But it's go time, Canadians. Okay? Time to wake the fuck up, Canadians. It's time to wake the fuck up, Canadians. Why is it time to wake up? Because shit is happening in Canada. That's why. It's time to wake up. And you know something? For 3.5 hours, I couldn't get more than 40 viewers in my fucking broadcast. Out of 39 million Canadians, I couldn't get more than 40 fucking people. In my live earlier today. More than 40 people. There's 39 million Canadians in Canada. And you ask me why our country's in such trouble? After that 3.5 hour live I did, a post and I said, Canada, it's time to wake the fuck up on Facebook. And you know something else? For the first time in I don't know how long, you know, one of my guys said, let's check the views. Let's see how many views we got on that video today. I'm going to tell you how many we got on that view, on that video today. I'll show it to you. Okay. I pushed on my professional dashboard, and then it says today 3,448 views. Can you see that? That's the first time, and the longest time on Facebook that they're telling me how many views I got on Facebook, because during that 3.5 hour live, I said I'm not getting the views. I mean, they're not showing me how many views. You fucking motherfuckers in Facebook, you motherfuckers. Now they're showing me how many views exactly. Today was 3,448 views. For the first time in I don't know how many days, how many weeks, okay? Because they don't want me to know what my reach is. Today I know. 3,448 viewers I got on my views today because I was talking about it to the public. They're so scared at Facebook they're going to lose people. Well, I ain't done yet. That's why this broadcast is going on. I ain't done yet. I'm just getting started, baby. Why? Because yesterday I went into a grocery store, and you know what it cost Canadians for a can of coffee? $40 for a can of coffee. $40 for a can of coffee. Do you get that through your head? For coffee. A drink. A drink of coffee. $40 for something that used to cost me like $6 or $7. You understand what I'm saying? What's it going to be next? Like, is it going to be $100 for a can of coffee? Do you see where this is going? $40 for a can of coffee. 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 That's not including the cream and sugar. If you include the cream and the sugar, that's $50 for a can of coffee, for a cup of coffee in Canada. $50 out of your pocket. And then when you get to the cash register, there's tax on top of that. What does it cost you? $60 for a coffee? $60 for a cup of coffee in the morning. Now, if you're not a little outraged over that, I have to ask you, if you're not outraged over that, what the fuck is wrong with you fucking people? Okay? That you would be so gullible. I mean gullible, okay? That in the morning when you make a cup of coffee, which everybody does in Canada, okay? That you would be willing enough to pay $60 for a cup of coffee. Then you go to fill up your gas tank. It's going to cost you over $100 to fill up your gas tank. Okay? And all of this includes tax. That you are being taxed on top of that for everything you do, including the work you put in for that day. That you're going to be taxed on top of that. So you're paying close to $100 every day to survive. Just on that. Just on that fucking cup of coffee. Plus the gas. That's not even talking about lunch. Are you pissed off enough now? Because I am. I'm thoroughly fucking pissed off. I'm over the top, baby! Over the top. I ended up paying $22 for a half tin of coffee. McCaff. $22 for some coffee. I'm not even getting into the cigarette problem. Just coffee. Everybody drinks coffee. And I couldn't get 40 people in the chat on a 3.5 hour show to explain. I want to get in touch with Dallas Brody. I had enough. Time to pull in the big guns. It's time now for me to pull in the big guns. And that's what I'm doing. In Canada. I had enough of this fucking bullshit where Canadians don't get together in a mass number in protest. I had enough. To pull in the big guns now. Now I'm pulling in the big guns. Now I'm really fucking coming on. Okay? I'm really coming out there. Oh, look at this. Yeah, people must have enough money. People must still have enough money. It still doesn't compute. I am so sick of Canadians not getting involved. I'm sick of it. I am up to here with Canadians. I am fucking up to here with Canadians not getting involved. In fact, I don't give a fuck. How many views there is in this broadcast. I'm done with Canadians. I'm done with this broadcast to make a difference because it isn't making a difference. Canadians don't listen to reality, okay? They got to hear from a lawyer. Canadians got to hear from a lawyer. You believe in a lawyer. Well, Dallas Brody is a lawyer. Dallas Brody is a lawyer in Canada. You don't want to take it from me. 11 fucking years of broadcasting to you people. There's a problem in Canada. You don't want to get together in mass protest, as I've been saying for 11 years. Hello, people have been asking me, what's the plan, Rudy? What are we going to do, Rudy? What's the plan, Rudy? 11 years I put up with this shit. 11 years. Well, okay. Let's bring on a lawyer. A real lawyer in Canada. The only honest lawyer I can find is Dallas Brody. The only honest lawyer and politician that I can find in Canada is Dallas Brody. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? 11 years of broadcasting, and I say, people, let's bash together. Let's get together in massive protest. Never happens. I'm not stupid. Okay, you don't want to get together in mass numbers? You want to play the game? You want to play the game, Canadians? Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pump up Dallas Brody for all of British Columbia. Why British Columbia? Because I was born in Langley, BC. My focus is now British Columbia. Completely. That's what's happening. One BC is the party that Dallas Brody represents. One BC. Dallas Brody. Why? I just explained why. Did anybody miss that? Anybody miss that? Excuse me.
When the world burned down around me, when the sky goes dark and still, when the hands I trusted doubt me, I don't break and I don't kneel. When they call the truth a liar, when they crown the cruelest king, when they throw me to the fire, I don't flinch at anything. You can push me, you can test me, you can drag my name through storm. I've been shattered, I've been empty, I survived it all alone. You can't blame me, you can try to break my bones. You can burn my name in ashes, but you'll never take my soul.
Okay. I had to take a little piss. You know, I get a lot of people. I get a lot of people giving me stupid fucking comments, okay? Like, what are we gonna do, Rudy? What's the plan, Rudy? 11 fucking years. I said, mass protest. 10, 12 people. It's not gonna do shit. Mass protest is the only way to go because then they see numbers of Canadians pissed off enough. Okay? It's time to make the government personnel scared as fuck. Yeah. Treason. Traitors in this country. Let's touch on that, shall we? When you're taking orders from a foreign entity of this country that's not elected of this country, that's treason. What do you think, Canadians? What do you think has been happening in Canada? What do you think that they've been taking the words of Canadians and bettering the country? No. What do you think has been happening, Canada? Okay? What do you think? What do you think has been happening in Canada for over 11 years now? What do you think has been happening? Where do you think they've been taking their marching orders from? Okay? It hasn't been from the people of Canada. It hasn't been the concerns of, I don't know how many people been pushed out on the streets now. We have an epidemic on Canada of homelessness in tents in Canada, not to mention homelessness going to the food bank. Maybe you're in an apartment that's struggling to hang on, going to the food bank. There's 10 million now going to the food bank. What do you think's been happening in Canada? What do you think's been happening in Canada, people? Do you think we're all been living a life of beautiful bliss? I don't think so. Or I sure as fuck wouldn't be here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shit's been going south, like down the shitter in Canada. Completely down the shitter. And you think politicians have been listening to Canadians? I don't think so. And we have 23 in here. 23 Canadians so concerned about their country. "23 concerned Canadians in the chat on the live. 23 out of 49 million Canadians. And how many in Canada? 49 million Canadians, and we got 24 Canadians. Gonna make a big difference with 49 million Canadians? How much was that bottle? Listen, look at this, look at this, look at this. Derek, look at this, look at this. How much was that bottle? Over $30, close to $40 for a bottle of whiskey, a 26er, okay? Not to mention the coffee. Not to mention the coffee. And this is one of my best fucking broadcasts ever. We have 26, I think it is. No, 28. 28 concerned Canadians watching the Rudy Bruce broadcast on 2 different platforms, Facebook and YouTube. 2 different platforms, and we have 26 Canadians on this broadcast. Now, if that don't fucking crawl up your spine and say, what the fuck? Right? Totally. Imagine that. Yeah, I know. Imagine that. Imagine that. 26 Canadians. Get TikTok. No, I tried to get on TikTok. There's a bunch of bullshit in getting on TikTok. Fuck it. Yeah, TikTok. Everybody wants me to get on TikTok. There's so much bullshit on TikTok. Okay. I pay 1,050 person loaded. I doubt trying much food. Oh, look at this. What the hell? Need TikTok. Yeah, I agree. TikTok. Yeah, I agree. What is your favorite low budget need? Rudy, what's your favorite budget need? Okay. Well, I have put out there a few times, and I'll put it out there again tonight. Okay, that I look after extra cost in giving you a broadcast. So I went out and I bought a satellite system, $200 for that, and I was paying up to $200 a month for Starlink. Now Starlink fucked around with me, okay? So I said, okay, fuck you, Starlink. So then um, I went to my provider. What do you call them? What do you call them? Uh, Tellus. I went to Tellus 3 times. Okay, 3 different times to figure out my plan. Now I'm at 250 gigabytes for my plan at $75 a month, supposedly. Okay. That took me 2 times before. And then we were up to, before that, was up to $115. Okay. Then they hit me with a plan that was $75 for 250 gigabytes. So shit's happening. Okay. So I phoned Telus. I said, I want that plan for 250 gigabytes. That's what you're getting on right now is 250 gigabytes of Telus for $75 a month. That took me 3 attempts to get that. So my basic income, I mean my basic thing was to get you the message of what the fuck is happening in Canada at all cost. If it was my cost, I don't give a fuck. Okay? My word was getting out there. And I've done this for 11 years now. And we have 30, 30 viewers in this broadcast. 11 years of struggle, regardless. My cost, your cost, whatever, didn't matter. The broadcast was going to go on, regardless. Because I care about my country. And I have 30 viewers in here, regardless. Out of 49 million Canadians in Canada. I live in a travel trailer that I purchased 5 grand for before all the shit happened, before I hit my retirement. In my working time, the time that I was working, I ended up with a travel trailer, a motorhome, a dolly, a van, 2, 3 vans. Okay, to get everything organized for my retirement, I went through a shitload of money trying to figure out how the best to survive my retirement because I knew my retirement was going to be bullshit. And still do the broadcast, regardless. Regardless of how my retirement was going to be, I was still going to do the broadcast. It was going to cost me X number of dollars. I wanted to broaden the broadcast, but that didn't happen because the donations don't come in. Like Rebel News. Okay? Rebel News seems to be on top of everything for some reason. Rebel News is right out there, you know, pumping out, the money for their reporters and having their reporters on scene at the time where everything was going on in Canada. Rebel News is getting all the money. I'm just a little guy, honest little guy, trying to tell you what the fuck is happening in our country. 11 years of this shit. 11 years of me telling you there's shit happening in our country. 11 years. And I'm still here, regardless of what it costs me. Regardless. Either way, the show's got to go on. Here I am. Now, my big thing was today, for 3.5 hours, I want to contact Dallas Brody. Somebody out there must know Dallas Brody. Finally, after 3 hours, somebody sends me in her number to her office, another office, the different number than what I had. I phoned it live on video for Dallas Brody to get in touch with me. Because my thing is, I want to pump the fucking shit out of 1BC in British Columbia because of what's going on. And I'm talking to you right now on serious shit. And look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay. Uh, what is this? What is my low budget need? What is my low budget need? Oh, shit. Now we're hitting low battery on my fucking shit. We may have to end this. I'll try keep going. But we're hitting a low battery on my device. I'm going to try keep going here. But that's the shit, right? I'm in the bush. I run a generator to keep up my power. I don't run on solar. Okay, I run a generator. Costs me a shitload of money for gas to run my generator to keep up this power. And I just got a notification of low battery on my device that I'm broadcasting you on. Okay. So we may be cutting this short. We have 30 people in here. No, sorry. We have 29. 29 people in here out of 49 million Canadians. We have 29 in here. That's the amount of level. That's the level tolerance of how many Canadians are involved in their country. We have 29 in here. $29 Canadians to get out the word of the Rudy Bruce broadcast, 29 Canadians on social media. I'll keep going as much as I can before my power runs out. What is this one? Rudy, you better go to Rudy. You're better to go in person to Dallas Brody office. Calling. She won't reply. I tried her Instagram. She never replied to me. Well, I'm Rudy Bruce. I'm Rudy Bruce after 11 years of broadcasting, people, in Canada. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put out the gas to go to on my gas unless you want to donate. I'm not gonna go to the lower mainland to hunt out Dallas Brody. Okay? I'm letting that be to you. On social media, the power of social media. This is what it amounts to. Okay? 11 fucking years I've been broadcasting. And I'm putting out today the need to contact Dallas Brody. I'm not going to put out the gas of my money. My money. Not happening, people. To go to the lower mainland to go hunt this broad down. Not happening. Not happening. I'm putting it out on social media. This is our power now of social media after the government rakes us all over the coals, okay, to throw us in jail. Because that's what they're after. To throw us all in jail for bullshit in Canada. Because Bill C-22 is the tracking of us Canadians without a warrant to track us for a year of our social media. Okay? I've been broadcasting 11 fucking years, okay? Look up my fucking social media. It's all corrupted government, and I'm calling them a bunch of traitors and every fucking thing under the sun. Okay? I'm a prime target for jail because I speak out against the government. And what are you going to do? Nothing. If I was to go to jail, none of you would even fucking show up at the courthouse or support me in fuck all. The only thing you guys cared about was whether or not I was dead or not. The fucking phone lines were flooded when I fucking hit the OR, okay? Flooded. Okay? Is he dead? That's what happened. But if I was in jail, it would be crickets. Just saying. If I was ending up in jail, do you think that Canadians would rally together in a massive fucking protest? Release Rudy Bruce! You think that would ever happen? I don't think so. Just saying. But that's what they want to do with Canadians that are concerned about their country. because they want to put these fucking corrupt motherfucking traitors of the government want to put us Canadians in jail. And I say me. I mean, I'm saying people that are like me, that speak out against the government. They want to put us in jail. Am I going to stop speaking my fucking lingo? I mean, about the corrupt government, even after Bill C9? I don't fucking think so. Just saying. I wouldn't give a fuck. Because I'm not being bought off or threatened with their shit. No, no way. You could take that to the bank. I'm willing to lose it all for my country. Get that through your heads. 11 fucking years of broadcasting about the corrupt government. And I get this bullshit on fucking comments. We'd buy you some coffee. There's a comment. Free Rudy Bruce. Yeah, there's another comment. But it ain't gonna do shit. Did it do anything for the Coots boys in jail? 6 years, 7 years. The Coots boys say spent in jail. No bail, no fuck all. And I'm standing here. Do I give a fuck? Do I give a fuck about their bullshit? I don't think so. I don't think so. I care about my country. I care about the homeless living in tents. I care about the people that can't afford food, okay? I care about the fact that people with a family are paying fucking through the nose to survive. I care about the fact that people can't make ends meet in this country anymore. Is that not clear enough for you? Is that not clear enough for you? You can fucking take whatever. The fact remains, you're not gonna take my soul. You ain't gonna change God's word. Go ahead. Make my day. Go ahead. Bring some cops to my door because I don't have a fucking address to begin with. I'm in the fucking bush, okay? Go ahead and make my day. Go ahead. I've been in jail before. I know how to handle myself in jail. Go ahead. Make my fucking day, motherfuckers. $40 for a can of coffee. Well, you can give it to me for fucking free for all I give a fuck. By the way, in jail, they serve decaf coffee. They don't serve coffee with caffeine in it. They serve decaf coffee, which is just the shittiest fucking cup of coffee you ever tasted. Shit is not right in jail, okay? Those Coots boys went through what, 6, 7 years of this bullshit in jail? Look at Pastor Arthur for feeding the homeless in jail in Canada. For feeding the homeless. Yeah, 27 people in here now. Feeding the homeless. Pastor Arthur feeding the homeless. Look at the arrests he went through. Yeah. You don't think that some shit is happening in Canada? You think I'm unattached from what's going on in Canada? Are you shitting me? You don't think that I know what the fuck is going on in Canada? Oh, I think you need a hug, Derek says. Well, that's nice. Let me explain. I'm pissed off, okay? I'm pissed off about what's happening in Canada. That's what it's about. I'm pissed off, okay? What's happening in Canada? And we have 27 fucking people in here. There's 27 fucking people of you that are in here that are pissed off about Canada. Canada! When are you gonna wake the fuck up? There should be more than 27 fucking people here in this live. There's 20, what, 20? What is it? 28. We gained a person. We gained a person that is pissed off about what's happening in Canada Sunday night. 3.5 hours, I couldn't get 40 fucking views. During my live earlier today. What's happening to Canada, people? What's happening? I'll tell you what's happening. We're getting fucked over, okay? And it's time we fucking do something. I'm getting another low energy, low battery on my device. I'm getting a low fucking battery. Okay? So I gotta cut it short. I gotta cut it short, people. So I'll leave you with this. Wake up. Wake up, Canadians.
This here's the last time I'm saying it, so y'all better pay attention.
There you go. It's the last time I'm saying it. Pay attention. We're going to end the broadcast pretty soon here. Wake up, Canadians. Wake up!
I don't talk just to fill the air. I don't move just to prove I care. I don't scare when the sky turns black. I don't leave when it pushes back. I've seen strong men lose their ground, heard brave words fall apart out loud. I don't shake when the walls give in. I get quiet and I dig in. When it gets heavy, when it gets loud, when everybody's running out, I don't run, I don't bend. When I stay, I don't fall. When I hold it on. When it's dark, when it breaks, you can lean, I won't shake. When I stand, you're safe. I've held hands in the worst of nights, kept my word when it cost my pride. I don't fold when the truth cuts deep. I don't promise what I can't keep. I've been low, I've been tested hard, lost a few, left a few scars, but I don't drown in what I face. I let it hit, then I brace. When it gets lonely, when it gets thin, when the fight's outside and within, I don't run, I don't bend. When I stay, I don't fall. When I hold it on. When it's dark, when it breaks, you can lean, I won't shake. When I stand, you're safe. Oh, oh, you don't need a louder man. You need one who understands. So it don't scare me. It makes me who I am. When I stand, I don't fall. When I hold it on. When it's dark, when it breaks, you can't lean, I won't shake. When I stand, you're safe.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Mhm.
that's it for tonight's broadcast. And this one here, you need to stop talking stupid. Look at this. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this fucking shit. Look at this. Look at this. Okay? You stupid fuckers. Okay? Saying comments like that. Look at that shit. That's what happens on social media, motherfuckers. Okay? That's the motherfucker. Okay? That I gotta put up with for 11 fucking years, okay? That kind of shit, okay? Fucking fucks in this country. Join the traitors in this country, motherfucker, okay? That's what's happening in our country. Motherfuckers like that, okay? Okay? Motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about this country and they come up with that bullshit. Okay? Bear that in mind when I say goodnight. I think we'll go with this. I think we'll go with this. We'll go with this. Hang on.
Hello there. Thank you for joining us. This is the Rudy Bruce broadcast. You focus on the truth, I focus on the facts. People of Canada, your voice will speak a million strong. If we come together and fight what's going on, we got homeless people living in tents. Be compassionate, do not judge, because 200,000 of us are using food banks. Where's the pride? Where's the pride? Where's our money we slave for? They cover it up. The working man is living poor. Rudy has true leadership, speaking for the ones who are tired of this shit. Make the government officials get a grip, or everyone loses the respect. Something's wrong, open your eyes. They tell us lies, you're blinded to this and mowing your lawn. United, we stand, divided, we fall. The time will come, the day.
Okay, divided we fall. Do you fucking comprehend that? Divided we fall. Divided we're fucked. Do you understand that?
Is near, we will all march. So listen with your ears. We are not zombies or fresh meat. Let's grind up the government, make compost for the maple trees. Let's avenge the deaths of the ones who have fallen. Coronavirus, opioid, we're still trying. They thought they got away scot-free. We will get the last laugh. Just wait and see. These talks we had on the broadcast will provide and guide. Let's do it fast. Taxpayers believe we live strong and free. Everyone does. Are you shaking me? Round of applause to you and yours for tuning in. We're opening doors. This is the real movement, people. Let's stand up, Canada, before we lose.
Okay, so stand together before we lose it. You understand that? Are you with it? Are you understanding what the fuck? I'm just getting the word out there. So pay attention. You understand that? Do you understand anything in our country? Do you understand what the fuck is going on in our country? With that, I'll bid you good night, ladies and gentlemen. But there's more to come. Until next time, it's the Rudy Bruce broadcast. Rudy Bruce broadcast. Until next time.